Stay with me while I unbox the 3 latest fragrances from Azzaro, which is the Solarissimo range, Levanzo, Marettimo and Favignana. Hi everyone and welcome back to Ellie Smells. I'm Ellie and I know it's been a couple of weeks since we last posted a video, but it's been sort of like quite busy actually because Tim's been down at the boat trying to get that sorted and back on the water. But we've had a super exciting week. We had the wedding yesterday of Harry and Meghan, although we didn't get our invite, did we, Tim?
No.
But anyway, and I also found these. I discovered these 3 absolute gems of fragrances and I decided I must bring them and show you them today. And these are the Azzaro Solarissimo range of fragrances. So these 3 fragrances were launched quite recently here in the UK. I believe it was March this year, 2018, although I believe one of them was created in 2016. So they have probably been available in Europe and America since 2016. But I've been really super excited to try these and I had to bring them to you. So I'll just move these 2 out of the way. So a little bit about Azzaro. Luis Azzaro was born in Tunis in 1933 to Italian parents, and in his fragrances he likes to incorporate that Mediterranean lifestyle, sun, sand and beautiful blue skies and seas. So these are really gorgeous fragrances. So he then moved into Paris in the 1960s where he started his fashion brand, and he's created really high-end couture for people from Sophia Loren to Nicole Kidman. So this one is the Levanzo. So I'm going to start by opening this box. So we'll start with the Azzaro Solarissimo Levanzo. As you'll see, it's a white box and then it's got the green rectangular label in the front. So we'll just open it now. This is super exciting to see the bottle that's inside it. And this is a 75ml fragrance. Look at that, that's gorgeous. So you've got the graduated very light green to the darker green of the bottle, and then you've got the stopper, which is wooden. Well, it looks white wood, but I think it's probably plastic. But that's the bottle. And I am just adoring this fragrance. Now, these are actually classed as men's colognes, but literally, I have sprayed them. I've had other ladies spray them, and I would say that they are more unisex. They smell fantastic on women and on men. So this has to be my hands down favourite, and I love to spray liberally. So I'm going to spray it first of all. This one was created by Christophe Reynaud in 2016, and this one is classed as an Aromatic Fougère. So automatically, when you smell it, it's just lovely, warm, fresh and clean, like a really beautiful summer morning. And when you spray, you really get those really crisp top notes of passion fruit. You've got Italian lemon along with spicy mint, keeping it really fresh and clean. Onto the heart notes, and in the heart notes you do have a few florals, which is probably what makes me think it's more unisex, because you have geranium in there, lavender, which makes it the Fougère fragrance, but then you've got the spices of cardamom, basil, and you've also got ginger, which gives it that sort of like energetic, almost tingling note, and tea. And I can definitely get the tea out of this, but the base notes are slightly heavier with patchouli leaf, cedar, and then you've got amberwood in there and also cormoran. So it is just a delicious, delicious fragrance. I was wearing this in the week, and when I first sprayed it, lots of different people said to me, Ellie, you smell fantastic, what are you wearing? And it was this one, it was the Levanzo. So this is just a fabulous fragrance. So if you ever get to try it, please try this one. Essences such as the Issey Miyake or any of the Unique Goutal such as the L'Île d'Été or D&G Light Blue range, or even fragrances for men such as the Terre de Hermès, this would be an ideal fragrance to try. It's going to be one that you're going to love. And now onto the Marettimo. So this one is blue, graduated blue from dark to light. So from the look of the box, definitely looks like it's going to be more fresh, like the ocean or the sea. This one's tricky. Again, this one is a 75ml fragrance. And again, you'll see that the bottle is graduated from clear to the blue, and it has the same wooden stopper. And that's the Marettimo. So the Marettimo, which is the one in the blue bottle, is classed as a woody aquatic, and this one was created by Quentin Bish. So I'm going to spray this one. Again, loving this one. So is Tim, but I think that's because this reminds him of the boat and being on the water. So when you smell this, you do get those notes, those aquatic notes of the sea, like being on the water in the sunshine, just delicious. But it opens with the top notes of citron and lemon and citrusy notes. So warm and clean and fresh. And then it's the heart notes that you've got that sort of seawater, slightly salty, but fresh with vetiver and calypsone. So far, it's delicious. And then your base notes, which are more woodsy, you've got your cedar and you've got your labdanum. So again, a really fresh, really beautiful scent. And it just takes you to being on that boat, maybe sunbathing on the front of the boat, your eyes closed and the sun just hitting the body while you can smell the fresh water around you. So Tim's loving that one. I'm liking this one. My favourite still is the Levanzo, but this one again, if you're looking for something to spray liberally during the summer that's just going to be really fresh and clean, but give you that beautiful subtle waft, especially if you're a lover of fragrances such as some of the Jean Paul Gaultier, maybe like the Chanel Allure Homme Sport, or even some of the Armanis, some of the fresher ones such as like the Acqua di Gio. This one would be a good substitute. But again, fantastic fragrance. And lastly, on to the Azzaro Favignana. So this one is white with the orange label at the front. So automatically that would say to me something maybe warmer, more evening-y. So we'll open this one and have a look at this bottle. All of these are actually 75ml, so there's no difference in the sizes, and I think they only come in a 75ml. And that's a Favignana. So this one is orange, clear to orange, and then it has the same wooden stopper. So all three of these are really beautiful bottles. So the Favignana is the newest creation. It was created by Philippe Romano, 2018, and this one is classed as an Oriental Fougère. So I would say, having smelt this one, that this is probably the most masculine initially. So when I sprayed this on me, I wasn't too sure, but after time, it did become sort of like softer on my skin. But I think this is one probably that smells better on maybe the gentleman or a lady who prefers to wear men's fragrances. So in the top notes of this one, when you spray it and smell it, you can smell the lemon. So it's clean, fresh, citrusy, but quite sweet because you've got sugar in there and also sage. And it's quite warm as well. And in the heart notes you have rum, ginger and vanilla. So far it smells like a fantastic Mediterranean drink. Could just do with one of those today because it's really hot and warm. And then your base notes, you've got Chinese cedar, white tobacco, which is probably why Tim likes this one, and also amber. So a warmer base, a heavier, more woodsy base, and then you've got that ginger in there and also the sweetness of the sugar and the vanilla. So now it's settling. Those initial sort of like masculine notes have really settled down. And the way that when I was talking to one of the ladies about these, it reminds me, all three of them, that your Levanzo would be something that when you wake up on that beautiful warm summer morning and you're just looking for something very fresh to put on first thing after you shower, you would start with the Levanzo, and then you take a trip by boat, maybe across the Mediterranean, and you would wear the Marettimo. So you've got those really salty, really fresh sea nuances in that one, onto sort of like arriving at your destination onto another island in the early evening where you've got the warmth of the Favignana, those sort of like slightly more mysterious, heavier evening notes. And I would say for anybody that likes fragrances such as some of the Armani, like the Profumo, and some of the more musky fragrances, this one would definitely be a lovely one. But all three of these are delicious. I know that Tim and I are going to be fighting. This one is definitely mine, and that's the one that we're going to have trouble with. But they are absolutely gorgeous. The best thing about these was, which floored me, was the price. Each one of these for a 75ml is £34. They're practically giving this away, which is why I would say if you are stuck and you love them all, buy them all, because you're getting 3 75ml for the price of maybe one big or 100ml bottle of another fragrance. So fantastic buy. So I don't know whether they're going to be available in all department stores, but literally for the summertime, for smelling something a bit different. And like I say, I've had so many compliments. These do not smell like a £34 fragrance. When I sprayed it and someone commented on how beautiful I smelt, and I said, oh, it's a new fragrance from Azzaro, it's the Levanzo. They know that I like really quality essences, and they know that I perhaps spend a little bit more than your average person on these. So when I said, guess how much, they rolled their eyes thinking that I was going to say several hundred. So £34. So I hope you can all get to go and smell these. Let me know what your thoughts are, whether you've tried any of the other Azzaro fragrances, but go try these. Absolutely delicious. I could not recommend these enough. Anyway, that's it for now and for today. I hope you've had a lovely warm weekend and you've enjoyed the royal wedding. So congratulations to Prince Harry and Meghan. And I'll see you again soon on Ellie Smells, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So see you soon. Take care for now. Bye.